commodities as an investment tool is really something that people are starting to look into. They're wanting to put their money in there, and it really is a great asset class. At times it can be seen as very risky and very volatile, but what we're doing is we're actually creating an opportunity for investors to try put some money into the commodity space. You always read the news and you hear about the Brent price, you hear about the gold price. Copper is such an important component of infrastructure and the economy as a whole. So now all of a sudden you can actually invest in these products and create a portfolio. We are currently actually working on broadening that spectrum. We only started with 3 at the moment. We're looking at expanding that, adding an additional 6 hopefully in the next few months. So what we'd like is really investors can have a full commodity play and really try and not just have exposure just to Brent, but a commodity as an asset class. That is really the importance of it. And commodities form such an important part of the economy. For instance, if we had to look at copper, it really is such a great indicator of how economies are performing. People are always looking towards what is the copper demand from China. This gives a very good reflection of, how is the Chinese economy performing. And we can see how copper has performed recently over the last few weeks with the instance of QE3 and the hope of improved economies, that it really is rallying. So now there's an opportunity for an investor to actually invest in copper, for instance. The best place for information is to find out what is happening in the commodity markets. Read the newspaper. That's the bottom line. Find out what is happening in global economies. What is happening in the Middle East? That will affect your Brent price. What is happening in China? That will affect your copper price. Gold, the economies as a whole, is always seen as a safe haven asset, and you really can get a good feel of the commodity market if you actually understand the economics of the world, and that really is a key information area for the commodity markets. And that's it's what makes commodities so great. It's just they are very much the indicators of how is the economy performing. So if you get informed with that, it'll be a very good indicator of how would you like to express your view within these quanto futures. I think macro trends are very, very important to get an idea for the commodity markets, definitely. The other side is looking at supply and demand fundamentals. That is always key, specifically in copper. What is the actual supply? How much is the demand? Is there going to be a surplus? Is there going to be a deficit? Very much will affect your prices at the end of the day.